The screen just brings me so much joy. Like, in a way that can't be expressed. What about Danganronpa?
Yo!
Dog, nope. Down, puppy. Alright.
I have fruit snacks.
So I've noticed a flaw with this, I hate you. It sucks recording in a house because you have to deal with pets while doing it. Alright.
You may hear a cat protesting outside the door.
She just got kicked out of the room. Like, out of this room. Alright, proceed to the class trial. What's the cool effect this time? Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Yeah.
If you vote correctly, then
she can't
only
interfere.
the
She can just
Blackens will
watch.
receive punishment.
We're a lot closer than we were in the last game.
Person. I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
On the boat of shame.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Sasibaka?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of
back up,
affairs,
please. Thank you.
isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
I don't believe you.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Aw,
Now, let's begin.
feel so betrayed.
You're telling us to begin.
We debate.
What are we supposed to do?
No complaining. Let's just settle this with our fists.
Same.
Alright.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Well, I'm not gonna rule you out yet.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Fair enough.
Alright. I'll leave you out of it for now.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Is he also voiced by Bryce Papenbrook?
Maybe.
The most pressing
Dude,
issue
fucking
on our
God.
minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
To be fair, the Japanese version, same voice actor as well.
Let's start with
Alright, so I'm just gonna keep calling him fucking Makoto. You know,
His
the
name is
actor's body was
Naruto.
discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him.
Yeah, no shit.
If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I'll provide simple tutorials at every important moment. Sorry, please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. Alright, as things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after another without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. That means you have to use your truth points to refute what they say. My phone feels farther away from me. I don't know why. Did you move the mic stand?
I don't think I did.
I didn't. I'll move it a little bit closer.
I only turned it so that I could get up.
That feels better.
Pizza.
You want pizza. Of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into a truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the reticle, then fire with the X button. The reticle stands each character's statements, and then choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the plus button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun!
Thanks, man.
GLHF! This is, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Knife, bloodstain table, and yats on the floorboard. Oh, starting me off with 3 right off the bat. How do I change my bullets?
I think it's the triggers.
Why was Byakuya's body in
Okay.
a place like that?
His body was underneath the table, but very back of the dining hall.
Okay.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
He says it weird.
probably moved the body there.
Nope. Okay, I found the flaw.
Obviously, by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery.
Okay.
Like a dog burying a bone.
I love her.
She's so cute. She's just precious.
What he just said, it clearly contradicts the information I know. Alright, how do I speed up?
Why was
I don't remember. If you
Byakuya's
press the
body
plus, it'll tell you.
In a place like
His
Let's
body was
be.
under the very back of the
Like I
After
would.
the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably
I didn't press the wrong button, you did.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, wrong, dipshit. Ding dong, you're wrong.
I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
A dead body.
I like that. I like that Buki's still doing her cute pose. Like,
Yeah, they freeze. After they say something, they just freeze.
I know, but
No
it's still
sign
funny.
The killer actually dragged the body through it.
Okay.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Alright, well, to a good start.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
That implies you're
that,
smart.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen with you, dude.
Stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
She is you know what? It's okay. She's saying it to Soda, so I don't
Respond
care.
better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't
Yeah, but that
move
means
the
you have to give us
body,
something that's praiseworthy,
why was it
and I
under
haven't
the
seen that yet.
table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
You know, like whenever
You think he was
you
killed under the
get
table?
paid under the table, but like much different and much worse.
Byakuya
It's like if you get paid with a knife.
Yeah,
And that's when he was killed.
to the organs. Many, many, many times.
Then,
Well, one less
shortly
many there. There was only 10.
thereafter, he found his body under the table.
Yeah, round down.
Ah, you're right. I'm sorry.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Because he felt like it.
It's because there was a knife.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Did you meet him?
Look, she's
Really
stupid.
was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
I don't think she paid attention. I don't even think she really knows who was killed.
Maybe he panicked
I
and
don't think
laughed
she knows who
and
any of
dove
us
under
are.
the table.
I think the only one who she knows who it is Terra Terra because Terra Terra makes her food.
Just because the power went out doesn't mean he dive under the table.
She's like, everyone else, I don't know who you are, but that guy's the food guy. I know
Yeah.
that one.
Reason why is
I want
probably
to see her her opinions on. I just want like a moment where it's like Akane trying to break down who everyone is. Reason Byakuya dove under the table. I have to actually answer this. It's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. Then it's probably.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Well, if I had to guess, that had to do with
So if you press Y, it'll tell you what the problem is.
If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably he noticed the knife. Where's the knife?
X is turning.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, he saw the knife under the table.
Probably
Probably
has
something to do
something
with the.
the
Alright.
knife we found under the table.
Yeah, he saw the knife because it was glowing in the dark. Someone was luring him there.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon"?
Yes, Ibuki.
Byakuya
Yes.
probably noticed the knife was hidden.
It was to lure him into place.
So in order to
Interesting. That's actually really smart.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that.
You know, I'm very curious why he didn't
Did he notice that there was a
ban
knife under the
Gundam's
table?
hamsters.
Because they're
If he knew
hamsters.
beforehand,
Hamsters can
he
hurt
probably
people.
would have done something about
They
it
have sharp
before
little
the
tiny
blackout, right?
claws.
I don't know. We didn't see them at the party, so maybe they were banned.
Then, instead of
It could
knowing
be,
about
yeah.
it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
See what I mean? She just has like a kind of deadpan voice, so that's why I always read her
example,
lines
He
deadpan.
might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
Interesting. It.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course.
I have proof to back
Ooh.
it up.
Ooh!
This is almost like a real trial.
Kinda, cause it's a real trial. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. Alright, so now it's gonna be multiple. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. Gasp!
No way.
It's a very funny scene. Sonia's just like still basic.
She's like, I am a proper princess.
No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the bit at a time. You know whose pose I really love right now? Byakuya's. It just makes me happy. That means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot the false weak spot with the truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, also your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If the influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so be extra careful. Also rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. If you concentrate on the on button, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use them whenever you feel like statements are moving too fast for you to aim. It does not consume the focus gauge, so please
This
be
does
careful.
consume the focus gauge.
Oh, I read that wrong. If you press the plus button during the argument, you can good luck, have fun.
Really tough.
Alright. Make your argument. Knife, bloodstain, gats on the floorboard, AC timer, knife vision goggles. Okay.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Thank you.
That sounds correct.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong, you fucking moron.
During the blackout, Mr. Handhands
Yep.
must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Akane's on the right track.
Byakuya could.
No, that's wrong.
I'm smarter than you.
I have a brain space.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
Night vision goggles. She's sweating a bit.
He was using those night
She always has like one dribble of sweat. Like she doesn't break her demeanor, but then there's like that tiny bit of sweat.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who
Byakuya.
used night vision goggles?
Look at the way they say it. Byakuya.
That seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
What is this? This is new.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
So this is the part of this game that I fucking hate.
So
Seriously? The killer used those night vision
So they can
goggles,
argue
not
with me.
Byakuya.
Interesting. That's cool. Were you surprised by Mario's sudden argument? Yeah, honestly. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Shut the fuck up. Just kidding. I'm sorry. You should be. Now then, when this kind of argument services, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. That sounds awesome. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out the weak spots, and argue against them. Please count the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. So that means this conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the X button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, you will not be able to cut opponent's remarks. Huh? What's a truth blade? Oh, it's a blade. I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. And that's about it. There won't be any changes to your handbook menu. Only the name will change, but don't you think that a change in feeling is important?
Yeah.
This is so dumb. Press plus button. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, so figure it out. Have fun. I hate this fucking mode. I hate it so much. It's so stupid. Everyone hates this.
Okay. I'll take
If
that.
you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision
You can't just
goggles.
ignore her. You have to
That's
slice
gotta be
them.
it.
Oh! I can't advance if I'm just listening. Just let me hear what she wants to say, and then I'll find a point I can argue against.
You have to slice every. You have to slice these.
The killer
With the
obviously
left
used those
stick.
night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I'm so... What?
Do you want me to show you what you have to do?
Okay, hang on. So I have to slice everything? Then
Yes.
Find a point that I can
If you
argue.
just use
You have to
common-
slice
the killer
everything.
obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Okay, so now
Where's
conversation
your
advance.
proof that the killer used them?
Now you need to focus
Because
on
if they use
refuting,
night vision
but also
goggles,
you still have a
Then
slash.
they could have killed Byakuya. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were
What?
planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Alright, so,
No, Byakuya was definitely the one.
How am
who
I
brought
supposed to
those
know,
night
like,
vision
when to do diagonal or up or down?
If it's going like this across the screen, you want to do vertically, so you slice it. If it's going in the center of the screen, or if it's going like up and down, you want to do horizontal. And if it's going sideways, you do sideways.
No, be okay.
Definitely. But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya
Okay.
had with him during the
I'll get the hang of this. As long as it's not as bad as,
found a small
Everyone
case
hates
for
this mode.
storing the night vision goggles.
okay. Does it happen a lot?
Yes,
Which
Fuck.
means
every trial,
we can assume
multiple
Fuck.
times.
that the night
Fuck.
vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume. Ibuki never uses such clever language.
I love her.
Plus,
Everything
Byakuya
she
was the
does
only
just makes
one
me
who could have
happy.
taken the night vision goggles
He's
out of the case.
stupid.
Because he had the key.
Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
Okay.
See, when you put it like that, it makes sense.
Even when it's on auto, you can hit A to make it go faster.
Was that
Honestly,
the
it seems like
inside
A just in
case
general is
too?
faster too.
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
Shut up.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
I hope you mean food.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
She's not wrong.
Mhm.
Knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. Should be able to prove it with the duct tape.
I see!
I'm already on the
There
right
was
track.
duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They
There was
probably hid the
ducky-wucky
knife
tape?
by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can't help but laugh at Mona me.
Though Byakuya was
she's
thorough,
having her
he
own.
couldn't have noticed
She's
the
having her
weapon
own
taped
time.
to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Don't worry, we got the answer to that too.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Yep. Don't worry, just let this progress a little for more and we'll get to that.
Give us a few seconds.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items.
I'm
he
not supposed to be able to
confiscated
figure
as
this
well.
out. I mean, I already figured it out, but
What?
It's one thing
the
to
fact
be a
that you
little
said like it
cautious,
was because of the
but
note.
performing a body check
I
is
didn't.
a bit much.
He said we can prove that too, but
Yeah, I said,
guess-
hey, we know that too.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Thanks, Nagato.
Are you
Can you just say
he
that?
predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Yep, he also had the other Hellhound earring. How did you know?
So too. Right, Hajime?
Gundam is like, he has that same aura of hero where like everything he has that superstitious aura and it doesn't help. That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. You're really gonna make me just, why can't he just say it?
Because you gotta know.
But I do know, and I
Some
don't
people
care.
don't. Some people are
I
really
can prove
stupid.
it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
No, I don't wanna.
No, I don't feel like it. I can't read. Be careful, the first girl out of the lights on whatever.
Vague.
the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent for him.
So, who's the someone?
He's so tiny,
He is baby size.
but she's also she's also
She's
tall.
real tall.
Nobody
Is it
besides
wrong that I
Monokuma
wanna
would
check
write
how tall
such
she is right
dumb,
now?
threatening
Like
letter
what?
I think she's
that.
5'11".
No way, he can't be that short. Okay, I'm just I hang on. I meant to do that. I gotta know. She's 5'7". How short is wait, what? He's 5'1".
He is small,
He dislikes milk.
but he likes fried dough cookies.
Wait, so how tall am I? This is a bad time to think about this, but I'm an inch. Bullshit. Alright.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Okay.
What's a friendly lie?
Still lies.
Those are still lies.
I feel like you can get out of that if you want, seeing as your arms are basically free.
Doesn't matter who wrote it here.
Kill the cat.
But then she'd fall and she'd get hurt.
Probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
Alright, so who's gonna be like, who's gonna argue?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
Okay.
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
Even so, you couldn't take that chance.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
Interesting.
You should have
I knew
told
that.
us you received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So he tried
cat's,
to do
trying to
something
open the
about
door?
it without
Yeah.
telling anyone?
I do miss our old rounded doorknobs because she couldn't do this with those.
I see.
Did you lock the door too, or just?
No.
Oh,
If she
okay.
gets in, she gets in.
Yeah, she absolutely would get in then if you didn't lock the door.
If she cares.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
I'll punch you if you don't tell me.
Well, obviously, the killer.
Thank you, Maharu. Your
Thank you.
insight is invaluable. The killer.
I love Yoko's face still. She's like,
She did it. And just look at her face. It's the face
just
of
look
a
at that
killer.
fucking face.
Is it really one of us? Who is it?
One of us.
One of us. Sasibaka? Who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
His hamster just peeks out. It's like,
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
You know those characters you don't really like that much, but they do give invaluable advice? At least you can shut off the people who, like, you don't care about. I still can't believe it. Someone's been killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
no.
Honestly, I hadn't realized you hadn't really talked at this point.
What is it,
So no.
Miss Sonia?
I hate you.
I regret that
What
I
is
must
it, Simp?
return to this topic, but I just realized
What is it,
something
my
concerning
princess?
the night vision goggles.
Silence, simp. Oh.
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles.
They didn't need to.
But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from on the table into his hands. That would be the glowing paint.
I see.
The rest of those, was one of the answers just Byakuya?
Was the mark.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Get the knife
I was
even in
focused
the
on
dark.
trying to mimic Yoko's face. You do.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table
Isn't the murder weapon.
and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
I mean, it still doesn't make it the murder weapon. That's, I fully don't believe that.
The killer painted them in advance?
Yes.
But painting them with glowing paint?
What are you
It's as
doing?
if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Thank you. By God. But no one's giving a name. Y'all just saying...
He's scratching at the carpet now. What did she pulled your batarang under the door?
Should I stop her?
No. This is funny.
That seals it. The killer is
I will
whoever
use the
was in
Battlewing
office
and I
with
will
the
get
circuit.
inside.
She's gonna become Batcat.
Batcat!
It was you, Peko Pekoyama.
Stop assuming. You're too stupid to do stuff like this.
Echo killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
See, her input's stupid, but it's at least funny.
Not the killer.
Oh, thanks. That clears it up.
She's not.
Akane's with you there.
How can you believe her so easily?
She said she's not.
She said she wasn't. So, fucking, she's not.
To reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker.
Dude,
and
even
caused the
you
blackout.
couldn't reach that breaker. She didn't break it directly from the office. Pekka was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened?
No.
At this debate, blue color... What the fuck? Because weak spots you've seen up till now are U spots. The blue color weak spots we called agree spots. When
Here's
shooting-
where our end card comes in.
Oh. When shooting agree spots with triples, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing what the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please find truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. Oh, that's cool. I like this.
So remember whenever I was playing this game, and I came out to you because I was so fucking frustrated because I couldn't figure out an answer, and I had tried every different fucking way of doing it. I had forgotten to agree with one statement. I thought I had, but I had not.
I think the advice I actually gave you in that situation was the advice I often give during Ace Attorney: turn your thinking around.
Yeah.
And you forgot to do the most basic thing. Of
No, because I literally made a diagram where I was like, okay, agree with each of these statements with each of these things. Disagree with each of these statements with each of these things. And I crossed off one that I agreed with, but I didn't actually agree with it yet.
When your truth bullet merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here?
No,
What?
I'm pretty okay.
From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Okay, well, I'm going to assume I have to agree in this first example. Based on inference. She'll get in here.
She'll get here. She'll get it. It's okay.
Alright, so...
Since Peko was in the office,
I need to actually look at these. It was 3 accounts, wasn't it? Wait,
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
thank you. Kotodama? I don't agree with you.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it
How
impossible?
do I look at my truth bullets? Okay. So there's all the accounts. I want to look at all of them real quick.
No, at the bottom.
So there's gas stove in the kitchen with powered by electricity. That's why Totoro can't use it during the blackout. Not gonna help me right now. It was Nekomaru's too late. Jackie was standing guard outside. Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. Okay. She was in the bathroom, wasn't she? Okay, I'm just gonna equip Nekomaru's account because she was in the bathroom.
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Press the wrong button.
I agree with that.
I agree with that!
Consent!
Yeah, she was...
It honestly just looks like they asked about fucking and he was like, consent!
Yeah, like, legit. I think that's what I said the first time you showed me that screen.
I just love that it translates to consent.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
I am, but that's not the point right now.
I am,
That's nothing like
but
that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Try to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time.
So someone can explain the mono tablet in the background?
They put up any pictures and stuff that you need to look at there. So
Okay.
if he says like, please look at this, it goes up there.
Okay.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body
I
was
didn't do anything.
discovered.
Nope.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
Commode?
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
Honestly,
The blanket.
I'm a bit of an asshole for pointing out that she was in the bathroom, but it is to get to the truth. And to defend her.
Be blamed for murder or
She
admit
locked
that you
herself
had to
in
pee.
the bathroom for that long? There's no doubt. It's shit.
Okay, that's a little insensitive.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Nekomaru,
Dude.
stop.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
Yes.
I believe that Nekomaru might have been.
I'm sorry.
At least he apologized.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
That's fair.
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Thanks.
Let's move on.
I said it's fine.
Oh, she's always cute when she blushes. It's a shame it's under bad
You were in the
circumstances.
bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
Unlikely.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
I really hope it's you. Just so I can watch you die.
Stop.
I'm with Hajime there.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
I mean, even still, she was
Hey,
in.
what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck
I'm
you.
only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
I mean, he's probably the only one who's been in an actual courtroom here.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
I was thinking something very similar, actually. I'm glad he brought that up.
Laxatives?
And that's part of why I was really hoping it's Teruteru.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
That
I
girl.
see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pekko's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. I think she was drugged. You don't take a shit that long. It was planned, and I can prove it. Thank you.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
He's still bleeding.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious.
I'm with you there.
I wouldn't do anything like that.
He does take pride in his cooking.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Okay, nothing. The Pekko's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything
Additional
weird?
roles, comparison, pose. How
I
did
don't
you...
remember eating anything weird. Now
Fuck!
that you mention it...
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Alright, I gotta look at this thing. The back goes, McCon tripped, fell in the dining hall. She ended up in a compromised position. That's not gonna happen right now. What was the other thing? Party dishes. However, Kai and Pekko were the only ones who ate them. So it makes sense that... So how was Akane feeling?
You brought food to the office, right?
What are my other truth thoughts?
Just a little bit
Those
from
aren't
the
gonna
dining
help
hall.
me. That has to be the party dishes.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious.
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
I'll press the wrong button. Oh no, I had to try. What was that wrong button again? I didn't put in laxatives in my dish.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it,
Trying to think about everything.
you brought food to the office, right?
It has to be these. There's nothing else it can be, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives.
Oh no, I was just holding it to see if I wanted to fire. Fire door. I wish I could see which ones were bullets in this moment. Well, should I try? I pressed the wrong button that time. Oh, I was right.
No, that's wrong.
I wasn't fully sure, but
God, the way you fought through that.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food.
Painful.
Because Pekka wasn't the
Especially
only one
because
who
you
ate that.
literally still didn't get it.
oh yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, no, she absolutely was. I'm just sitting here like,
I would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Yeah, but I'm also pretty sure you just wouldn't feel it at all because you're
Said
you.
The dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I also just really wanted to assume it was him in some level.
I know. It's just like when you thought it was yeah.
Yeah, but this time I was really trying to force it to be him
Fuyuhiko should
for my
apologize,
own
not you.
sake.
He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Hey, he was actually giving some good things. I thought the same thing, mostly because I wanted it to be Taro, but he,
There's this bickering.
Seize this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
gosh,
Calm down.
she's honestly nice. She's honestly just very nice. That said, she's wearing a lot of bandages.
She's just a nice, sweet little nurse, and Hyoko is just a fucking asshole. I hate her.
Nothing but it happened during the blackout, and the blackout itself isn't what is what actually important. So we need to make clear how that blackout occurred. I'm gonna assume the AC timer. Okay. Oh.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
Magic.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Bop.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Yep.
I agree.
Used a remote control?
Yep. Sort of.
Probably messed with the breaker.
I'm just seeing what I want to say before I start doing
It
stuff.
does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
I'm gonna leave that
Or
for
maybe
now.
they caused a power surge?
Consent.
Agree with that.
They're gonna fuck now.
Yeah.
Good for them.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Eventually, it's gonna like start mixing them both together, so I have to decide. But right now, it's just.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Yeah, you don't just accidentally plug in.
I like the
three
way he
fucking
said that.
irons.
Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is
My
why
antenna
those 3
is
irons
picking
were
up
arranged to
signals
cause the blackout.
of a betrayal.
When you found
The
them
cat
after
gave up, by the way.
blackout,
Yeah, she did.
irons were still on, right?
For those wondering
So by
at home,
leaving
the
those
cat gave up.
irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Someone's gonna argue with me.
Stupid fool!
Yep. Oh no, why you? Not the
Hold on
bro.
a second, let me speak too!
But we
Alright.
don't need you to.
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Yeah.
That's inexcusable!
Why?
Okay. Rebuttal Showdown. Let's do this. I'm gonna assume the AC timer.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout,
What the?
then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
I probably should have actually listened to that.
No, just because people were in the dining
He
hall
recaps it.
doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
This isn't that bad. I just realized I have to swipe twice now.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Retreat?
Yeah, you fucked up.
So I was supposed to hit
The
that
irons in the
twice.
storage room caused them for the killer to turn the irons on.
You have to hit X
You're saying they went
to
all the way to the
refute
storage
what he
room?
says
And that means
on that
everyone
second
who
part.
was in
If you
the
just
dining when the
swipe
blackout
them all in the
occurred
second
can't be a
part,
suspect.
you're just gonna get pushed back.
Yeah, well, oh, so
No, just because people were in the dining hall
I thought that he was gonna make another bad statement. Was I
doesn't
supposed
mean they're
to?
not a suspect.
No.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause. If the irons caused the blackout,
There you go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay. I was right about the AC timer because I knew that was the other part of this.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
He hasn't. Who voices him? Because he does this very well. I like the way he does this.
Was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
air conditioners!
How many times have you asked for
Timers
voices so
both
far
air
this
conditioners
playthrough?
were set to 11:30
Nice.
p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham died around that time too.
Correct.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so,
Tomioka
even
and
if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been
Demon
possible to cause a blackout. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
No.
Miss Sonia,
Tomioka.
not you too.
The one who tried to kill Nezuko at the beginning. Series.
Oh, him.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma.
That's something we should technically censor. Because that's a spoiler for a show that we're not talking about.
Oh, dude, he also played Lelouch.
Dude, Nero, Zero. He played Nero and Zero? This dude's awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's the actor's name?
Maybe in a second. Can't think of anything else he's known for.
Bro, is this Johnny Young Bosch?
Yeah.
It's the fucking Black Ranger! No joke. Oh, fuck yeah. No wonder you sound familiar. That said, I'm good.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times,
If you had just said Johnny Young Bosch, I would have known it. I was thinking like he played Broly Zero and Zero, and I was like, wait, is this Johnny Young Bosch? Because that's what I know him for.
I just didn't recognize the name, so I was like, oh, he probably won't then.
No, I love Johnny Young Bosch, dude. Have you ever? Can we just play the clip of him as Zero saying "What am I fighting for?" Because it's way better than the actual clip from Mega Man X5. I think it's 5. It's 5 or 4.
Is that the one where he's over the body and he's like,
What
what
am
am
I
I fighting for?
Yeah, but you have
But
to.
like he does it better.
Oh, Johnny Young Bosch does it so much better.
What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for?
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time.
I think the big thing was the reason why I messed up with it was I was really assuming A, it was Teru, and B, she was drugged. So it was like, how do I prove this?
The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Ibuki's
Resetting
like,
the breaker
duh!
darkness wouldn't be
Yeah,
possible.
she's already solved this, and she's like, this is all obvious.
Sounds
Like,
like
this
you
is
don't
all
need to
super
blame
obvious,
yourself.
you dumbasses.
Aw, thank you, Fuyuhiko.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
There is no killer.
'Cause they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Shut up. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Makoto?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Makoto?
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What
He
do
like
you
lost it for a second.
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
It was a very sudden shift too. Like, yeah, the moment he starts admitting that there was a killer, I was like, you okay, dude?
You good?